is quite the shoe. I mean, he should have won the last
Still got
year
a recorder.
3000 championship. Into Sebastian Bourdais, a name that American racing fans certainly know from the Champ Car World Series. Enga actually scored more points, but failed a random test and was stripped of the title. And some time in Formula One, he can get around. Let's go down to the pit lane and Brian Till.
Bob, some days it's better just not even show up at the racetrack. It almost seems like that's been that kind of an event for the Ruby Tuesday Championship racing team. The 23 sits on pit road again. Patrick Long sits behind the wheel, but they're going to replace a brake line on the left rear. Remember, your Bergmeister had a crash earlier in the day. They repaired that, got it back out, but they are leaking some fluid out of that brake system. They're not exactly sure where it's coming from. And Alex Jones said, look, at this point in time, it's just a lot better off to be safe. We're not going for a win or anything else. My car, and more importantly, my drivers, are just way, way too important. We want to be safe. We're going to replace that, and then we'll get back on the racetrack.
I would say so. I would want to go out there with a brake line that's leaking, or break anything that's leaking.
Now that team has had a tough couple of years here in the prototype division, the Rolex 24, but they'll get it right. Alex Jones Racing, the Ruby Tuesday team, are used to winning.
Got a call up.
The number 83 car on the driver's strength, a gentleman named Don Pickering. He is not at his physical best here this weekend, but there's a good reason for that. Here's a closer look at Don Pickering's story.
This is my second year driving for Team Seattle, but it's got a whole new meaning for me. In May of last year, in 2006, I felt a small lump and went to the doctor, and a week later I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. And the type of cancer that I had was a fairly aggressive form. So 1 month after that surgery, I had a follow-up surgery. 30 days after that, I was into chemotherapy, and I did 6 weeks of chemotherapy and lost 25 pounds and all my hair, and it was a difficult experience. But when I was in the throes of chemotherapy, Don Kitch from Team Seattle approached me about driving with them again this year. And I said sure. And even though I was, not feeling up to it at the time, I really wanted to work towards it. So I finished up chemotherapy September 10th. And this race really represents me getting my life back together and on pace. And I'm happy to be here.
And it's great to see him here.
I certainly think he's happy to be here. That sounds a pretty stout story there. Perseverance and really guts.
And he has a great role model, Lance Armstrong.
There you go.
Shoney in 46th place overall, currently in the pits. He'll lose a little track position. There is the 19 in from 8th, Calvin.
Well, they came past the pit lane last time, very slowed down on the 8th of the team, unaware what the problem was with the 19 machine.